Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another vid. And in this one, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Logitech Z213 speakers because I wanted to get a set of small speakers to use on my secondary PC because I recently just swapped the monitor out. It's a 28-inch monitor, so it's a bit monstrous for this desk. And I had to downsize something, so the speakers are what I'm going to downsize. And what I currently have there, as you can see in the background, at least one of the speakers, is I have a pair of cheap, older Altec Lansing speakers. So we're going to see if these are an actual audio upgrade. I don't know if they will be or roughly the same. You know, obviously these are extremely low-end speakers, but from what I understand, they're pretty decent and have a lot of features. Just a quick, walk around the box here. We got the front, we got side, back, side. I know this is exciting, right? Top and bottom. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy open and see what's inside, shall we? Okay. I don't know if we need the scissors or not. Yeah, we'll use the scissors. Why not? Right. Now, for some reason, unboxings are popular. I guess people like to simulate the buying experience, right? Okay, so let's get that open. And it looks like, on the inside flap, you get a little quick reference there, showing how to hook it up. And let's see what we get in here. Okay, this appears to be the main speakers themselves. Let's go ahead and I'll do this on camera, sorry. And this is what one looks like outside of the packaging. Thrilling, I know. Good news is they are quite a bit smaller than the old speakers. Instruction booklet. Let's see here. I'm guessing this is the subwoofer here. Head and okay. Looks like okay. Alright, power cord. Of course, it's all integrated into one unit here, right? And we got okay, this is like the control pod we got. It looks like the volume control here. On-off switch for power, headphone jack, and let's go ahead and now get the actual subwoofer out. And this is the sub. Very small. Looks like you got level control on it, all that. So that's basically the unit all out of the box. What are my expectations for the sound that this is going to have, considering how cheap and small it is? I don't have super high expectations. As long as the sound is adequate, I'll be happy. So I will be back in a while with evaluations and all that. I've got some work to do to wire it up correctly and all that before I can even test it. So I'll see you guys in a while. Okay guys, as I was investigating these speakers after I took them out of the box, I found what's definitely an undocumented feature. The two main speakers come together on one cord, and it ends in a 3.5mm jack. So if you want to, you can actually just plug this directly into a device. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a bit how much better it might be than, like, say, a typical smartphone speaker. So let's go ahead and it's not really this loud, it's just what the reading is on the dB meter directly next to the output of the speaker. And you got a general idea of what it sounds like. So let's go ahead and plug this into the headphone jack. Oh, it's actually not as... Yeah, let's turn it up. What's interesting is the dB meter actually shows a lower level, but it does sound a bit louder, and it is an improvement over like the built-in speaker of a smartphone. But it's still nothing spectacular, and I would honestly even recommend a low-end Bluetooth speaker over this setup. But this would work in a pinch if you know, if this is all you had and you wanted to do this. It is an option that could, you know, potentially work for you. So I just wanted to show that off. Still got to set it up. Just thought I'd insert that. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, now it's time to do a little bit of comparison between the new speakers and the old Altec Lansings I am replacing these with. I'm going to max out the volume on this. It will not get extremely loud. It'll get louder than what you're going to hear because I tried listening to some music in my shuttle music player that was very loud. I listened to some Metallica. It got up to about 85 decibels. So that's decent. Even though the dB rating's that high, it does not sound particularly loud. So I'm going to go ahead and play some, of course, copyright-free music. And we're going to do a little listening. We're first going to listen on the new Logitechs, and then we're going to listen on the old Altec Lansings, just for a little bit of fun. So here we go, and I'll show you the dB levels. That way you can see that we're at about the same volume level. So let's go ahead and go. Let's get back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead now and switch over to the Logitech. I'm sorry, not the Logitech, the old Altec Lansing speakers I have. And we're going to resume the track here. Okay, what I noticed basically between the two, the Altec Lansing will go louder because they're still it does have some slightly more watts than the new Logitechs that I just got. But you know what? The Logitechs are adequate sounding. They're certainly not audiophile speakers, not even close. But I am going to do a bit more listening, come back with the final verdict. I'll play some games, etc., with them. Let you guys know what I think. But I think overall, I think they're definitely going to be adequate. And I'm also going to compare them with another surprise item for a little bit of fun. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, now it's time for that surprise comparison that I was talking about. What I'm going to be comparing this to is, well, an old school boombox. As you can see, we have some old Sony speakers up there from an old Sony boombox. Just in case you're curious which boombox it is, lift it up. You've got the Sony CFD 440. Hooray! Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of listening from each of these. I tried my best to get the volume relatively close to each other, and we're going to do a little bit of comparison. Yeah, I realize over YouTube this isn't the greatest thing ever, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start with the boombox. So let me go ahead and hit play on that, and here we go. Unpause it, I guess. Alright, now that you guys have heard on the boombox, hold that into your head. And I'm going to go ahead and hit play on the computer now. It looks like I had the speakers maybe a few dB louder than the boombox, but I think honestly they're kind of similar in sound. Yes, the speaker set, the Z213s, have more bass because it has a subwoofer, and the boombox does not. But I would say the relative fidelity is pretty similar across these two. You know, honestly, I expected a little more from the boombox, but its overall fidelity is Overall, I would say these things are kind of like cheap and cheerful. But anyway, I'm going to pause right here, come back, give my final thoughts, all that. See you guys in a second. Alright guys, so what's my final verdict on these speakers? Well, I would describe their overall sound as cheap and cheerful and adequate, not remotely high fidelity. But honestly, for the situation I was in, these were kind of perfect for me. I would not say these are perfect for everyone, and there were a few things I didn't like about these speakers. One is the headphone amp on the that you get with the control pod is incredibly weak. I plugged a variety of headphones into these. These are very easy to drive headphones. These are the Monoprice 8323s. Much louder and better sound came out when I plugged it into the front jack on my PC tower than in these. It just does not get very loud at all plugged into the headphone jack on this device. Now, might work better with earbuds or whatever, but I didn't test that. I just tested these, and it just does not get very loud at all. Very poor headphone jack on those, I think. Even turned all the way up. And the other thing I didn't like is the cord. As I showed in the unboxing portion, there's a single cord that joins the left and right speakers that go into the subwoofer. The problem with that, it was a little bit slow, not slow, I'm sorry, short for my needs, and I had to use an audio extension cable to basically have it wired the way I do. I'll go ahead and show you how I have it wired real quick. I have obviously the main speakers up here on the desk, and then you're going to see my mess of wires here. Then I got the subwoofer down there. So I mean, it's not like insane distance, but it was too long for the cable it came with, which was a bit of a bummer. And having, you know, I'm just lucky I had an audio extension cable laying around, so that can solve that problem, but it's annoying that it's an issue at all. So this thing is far from perfect, even for its price. If I had to give it a rating, I guess I'd rate it as fairly average, maybe 3 out of 5 stars. It's decent, it's cheap and cheerful, and if you're looking for the extremely small speaker set, these will do. They will definitely produce adequate sound. Music is fairly fun to listen to on this, as is movies, and gaming is totally fine. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it'll totally do the job. So anyway, that's pretty much my final verdict on these speakers. But if you are looking for something more high fidelity that's cheap, buy these instead. I know they're headphones, not speakers, but again, price to perform. These are awesome. They sound a million times better than the speakers. So anyway, that pretty much wraps us up. If you did enjoy this, thumbs up. If you hate me, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.